Joseph. Fort St. Joseph, the outpost of mist and stone. Fort St. Joseph, the outpost of mist and stone, where the lake winds whisper through the pines on the shore, and the gulls cry like spirits from ages before. A lonely redoubt on an island of gray, where the soldiers kept vigil at the edge of the bay. Fort St. Joseph, the spark of the Northern War. Fort St. Joseph, the spark of the Northern War. Oh, fortress forgotten, your courage ran deep, where the watchers of empire their long vigil keep. Through fog and alliance your legacy flows, a Druid's cold heartbeat where the wild river goes. Fort St. Joseph, the gathering of the Allied bands. Fort St. Joseph, the gathering of the Allied bands. The warriors assembled with purpose and pride. Anishinaabe a while at the British side, their paddles cut silent through the dawn's silver gleam. A war fleet of shadows moving swift as a dream. Fort St. Joseph, the spark of the Northern War. Fort St. Joseph, the spark of the Northern War. Oh, fortress forgotten, your courage ran deep, where the watchers of empire their long vigil keep. Through fog and alliance your legacy flows, a Druid's cold heartbeat where the wild river goes. Fort St. Joseph, the launch of the midnight strike. Fort St. Joseph, the launch of the midnight strike. Across to Mackinac the warriors flew, with the moon as their lantern and the lake as their clue. No trumpet, no warning, just silence and will. A storm in the shadows rolling over the hill. Fort St. Joseph, we honor the ones who stood. Fort St. Joseph, we honor the ones who stood. So we stand on the ruins where the wild grasses sway, where the echoes of footsteps still haunt the old bay. And we call to the keepers of courage and lore, guard every defender who stands at the door. Fort St. Joseph, the spark of the Northern War. Fort St. Joseph, the spark of the Northern War. Oh, fortress forgotten, your courage ran deep, where the watchers of empire their long vigil keep. Through fog and alliance your legacy flows, a Druid's cold heartbeat where the wild river goes. Fort St. Joseph, the northern winds still sing. Fort St. Joseph, the northern winds still sing. Oh, outpost eternal, your story still rings, a tale of the warriors, the captains, the kings, from the islands of Huron to the hearts of the free. Your spirit of valor stands endlessly